Namaste. I am Om Prakash Chaudhary, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I will discuss on a topic about post-harvest losses. So firstly I define what is post-harvest loss. So post-harvest loss can be defined as loss of horticulture commodities in quality and quantity after harvesting to till consumptions. Generally, 20 to 30% post-harvest losses reduce in the quality of fruits and vegetables in India. Post-harvest occurs in generally four terms like economic loss, quantitative loss, qualitative loss, and nutritive loss. So, firstly, I explain about economic loss. Economic loss refers to reduction in monetary value as a result of physiological loss. Second is quantitative loss. So quantitative loss reduction in weight by moisture loss, dry matter loss and by dehydration and respiration. Third is qualitative loss. So qualitative loss reduction in quality of fruits and vegetables after harvesting. And fourth is nutritive loss. Nutritive loss includes vitamins, minerals, sugars, etc. Some important sites of post-harvest loss occurs in India, generally farmers' fields, packaging during transportation and marketing. Post-harvest loss are occurs. So we discuss about how much quantity of loss occurs in farmers' field. So generally 15 to 20% loss occurs after farmers' field, and during packaging 15 to 20%. During transportation 30 to 40% and during marketing 30 to 40% post-harvest loss occurs. So I discuss about estimated loss of fruits and vegetables. So generally in papaya 40 to 100% loss occurs after harvesting, and grapes 27%, banana 24 to 28%. In citrus fruit 20 to 95% and avocado 43%. And now I discuss about some vegetables after harvesting to till consumption. So vegetables like onion, estimated loss percent was 25 to 40%, and in garlic 8 to 22%, potato 30 to 40%, and tomato 5 to 34%. Like chili 4 to 35%, radish 3 to 5%, generally loss after harvesting are occurs. So now I will discuss about some important causes of post-harvest losses, like lack of clear concept of packaging of house operations, lack of awareness among the growers, contractors and even the policy makers, lack of infrastructure, late realization of importance, inadequate technical supports, and wide gap in technology available, and some inadequate post-harvest quality control and unorganized marketing facilities, and inadequate marketing facilities like marketing intelligence, marketing information services, and poor storage facilities, and some government policies. So now I will discuss about most affecting factors of post-harvest losses. Generally two type of factors are affected. One is primary causes and second is secondary causes. In primary causes, generally mechanical injuries, pathological actions, environmental factors and physiological factors are covered. In secondary causes, at harvesting, at transportation and at storage and at marketing are occurs. So now I will discuss about primary causes of post-harvest losses. So first one is machinery injuries, like mechanical injuries. In mechanical injuries, those due to careless handling during harvesting, packaging, transportation and storage, like bruising and cracking. and some other insect and birds are also responsible for mechanical injuries due to processing operations such as spilling, abrasion, excessive polishing, peeling and trimming is also responsible for mechanical injuries due to puncturing of containers and defective seals. Generally, maximum mechanical is received during harvesting time, like tuber and root crops like potato, sweet potato. The second one is pathological injuries. In pathological injuries, microbial spoilage caused by fungi, bacteria, yeast and molds. In mechanical and pathological actions, succulent nature of fruits and vegetables make them easily invaded by organisms. Generally, 36% of vegetables decay is caused by soft root bacteria. The source of infection in form of filtered water used for cleaning surface, contact with equipment and storage environment. Most common pathogens are affect the post-harvest fruits and vegetables like fungi, Alternaria, Botrytis, Phomopsis, Rhizophus, Fusarium, etc. and bacteria like Erwinia, Pseudomonas, etc. Third important factor is environmental factors. So environmental factors cover temperature, freezing injuries, humidity, chilling injuries. So temperature is most permissible. Horticulture commodities have optimal shelf life at temperatures like 0 degrees Celsius. Rate of deterioration of permissible increase 2 to 3% and 2 to 3 fold with every 10 degrees Celsius increase in temperature. High temperature increase the respiration rate of fruits and vegetables after harvesting. And freezing injuries, like all produce is subjected to freezing at temperature between 0 degrees Celsius to minus 2 degrees Celsius. For produce has a water soaked or glassy appearance. Chilling injury. Some type of fresh produce is susceptible to injury at low but not freezing temperatures. Such crops are mostly of tropical or subtropical origin, but a few temperate crops may be affected by chilling injuries. Relative humidity is also affected after post-harvest. So rate of transpiration is inversely proportional to the relative humidity. Relative humidity favors the growth of microorganisms. In the other words, low relative humidity, a high rate of transpiration, and high rate relative humidity induces the low rate of transpirations. So now I will discuss for secondary causes of after post-harvest losses. So first in secondary causes is inadequate harvesting. Inadequate harvesting and rough handling during harvesting results bruising and increased possibilities of contact with soil. Use of improper machinery and equipment, a prolonged period taken for harvesting and grinding in the field leaves the produce with field heat for longer time, which subsequently cause faster senescence. Harvesting during rainy or immediately after rains creates the conditions favorable for decay organisms. Harvesting during hotter part of day result in faster sequence, surviving and wilting. Second important point is inadequate storage facilities. Facilities at producing and marketing centers leave their produce to natural cause of loss, decay by organisms, respiration, transpiration and other biochemicals agents. Third important point is transportation. Transportation is main important factor affects to 30 to 40% after post-harvest losses. Physical and mechanical injuries occurs during transportation and distribution. Longer shipment and distribution period eventually cause heavy losses after harvesting. For control of post-harvest losses, various operations are implemented for controlling these losses. So firstly, I described about proper cultural operations. So irrigation of orchards during fruit bearing period to minimize fruit drop and fruit cracking in pomegranate. Regular irrigation during development of bulbs, tubers and fruits and vegetables is beneficial to ensure better keeping quality in onion and garlic. Irrigation stopped before 3 weeks of harvesting. Potassic fertilizer also improve keeping quality of fruits and vegetables. For proper training like pruning and training is essential for color and size development of fruits and vegetables. Operations like tackling in tomato, pea are useful for controlling the post-harvest losses. Generally, second point is important for harvesting and field handling. Harvesting is done at cooler part of the day. Generally, harvesting is done at early in morning and late in evening hours. The produce the produce should be shifted to packing sheds as early as possible to reduce the post-harvest losses and control these losses. Third important point is concept of packing house. So in packing house, various unit operations like cleaning, grading or post-grading treatments and packing or transporting, marketing are done. Washing, grading, waxing and pre-cooling of fruits and vegetables are to be carried out before packaging. Also reduce the post-harvest losses. So fourth point is never packaging. Packaging provides protection from mechanical damage, undesirable physiological changes and pathological deterioration during storage and transportation and during marketing. Proper packaging improve fairness, succulence and flavor of fruits and vegetables for longer period of a time. It also reduces the post-harvest losses. Improved transportation also reduce the post-harvest losses. During transportation, reduce the moisture loss, prevents of weight loss from fruits and vegetables by using moisture reluctant films for leafy vegetables and root crops. Generally, use of moisture-proof cellulose film in tomato reduce weight loss then lost by non-wrapped tomatoes. During marketing, also reduce the post-harvest losses. Marketing of permissible horticulture products prevents more problems compared to other durable agriculture product. Gulting should be avoided and marketed should facilitate to reduce loss to minimum. Generally, chemical treatment also reduce the post-harvest losses. Chemicals are applied to manage to microorganisms to control pest infection, physiological disorder, and prevent sprouting in fruits and vegetables. Benomyl or benlite is also good in preventing growth of most damaging fruit of tomato and other vegetables. During marketing, the gulting should be avoided and market should be facilitated as to reduce loss to minimum, also reduce the post-harvest loss and is an important technique for reduce the loss and control of post-harvest losses. During proper training and pruning, the essential for color, size development of fruits and vegetables are increased and reduce the loss of post-harvest loss. Harvesting and field handling is also important point to reduce for post-harvest and control the post-harvest losses. Harvesting generally done in early morning hours and late morning hours is essential for reduce the post-harvest loss. For important factors are primary relative humidity, chilling injury, and pre-cooling, and other treatments are given for reduce the loss of fruits and vegetables after harvesting to till consumptions. And for mechanical injuries, loss like to careless handling during harvesting, packaging, transportation, and storage like bruising and cracking. Some other factors are responsible for insects and birds are responsible for reduce the quality of fruits and vegetables and increase the post harvest loss.